It's finished. Dear God. I can feel the power pulsating from it. Just what the hell is this thing capable of, Monty?
Oh, my dear boy. This gauntlet is now one of the most powerful artifacts in the universe, and its abilities are almost limitless.
Holy shit, it worked. It's incredible. And the gauntlet, man, does it take a toll on you. I'm gonna need to be extra careful with it.
Okay, let's get to it then. We shouldn't leave this portal open for too long. Who knows what's running around in there.
Wait, before we go, there's one more thing I need to do. Okay, it's done. Let's get in there and find these urns.
Wait, what did you do? Now you only have one use of the gauntlet left.
Call it an insurance policy, in case we don't like where we end up.
Dear Lord, this place is of great evil. Let's try to get this done quick. I feel very uneasy here.
Look, it's the urns. Get them, hurry!
Jesus, what the hell are these urns holding? The power emanating from them is massive, yet familiar. Huh? What's that?
Guys, we should leave now.
It's been a while, Special Agent.
Wait. I know that voice. Vegan teacher. How the fuck are you alive?
Well, let's just say the power of the Overlord is a pathway to many abilities. Some consider to be unnatural. Ha 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 ha!
Caleb, who the hell is this?
This disgusting anorexic freak is known as that vegan teacher. She was a social influencer, but tapped into some dark powers and became a powerful supernatural being.
Ha ha ha.
Ah, you German bitch! I'll rip you apart for that! Come on, you guys. This is our chance. Let's get the hell out of here.
Look, she's gaining distance on us, and she's not alone!
Look, it's the portal. We're almost there. Hurry.
Oh, good. You're back. I must say, you're here sooner than I expected.
Monty, please hurry and help Caleb close the portal. We've got trouble.
Samantha, what's wrong?
Roar! You slimy sons of bitches. You think you can steal from my master and just walk away? We're going to teach you the meaning of pain.
Ah, I see. You must be the vegan teacher. You're a lot uglier than I expected.
Shut up, you British prick. Once we deal with these thieves, I'll go after you next. All of you will suffer my wrath.
Like hell, I'm gonna let you kill us. We've come too far to be killed by a shitty influencer. Let's get her.
You stupid meat-eaters, I have transcended my weakness and attained the powers of a god. I will not let you live to see tomorrow, and all your efforts will be in vain.
God damn. This is bad. I hope my summoning worked, and I hope it gets here soon. Samantha, Harambe, Monty, Shadow Man, I swear, I won't let you die here.
Your master must be pleased with your petty obsession with revenge. To think you've come all this way just because you suck at social influencing. It's pathetic.
Oh please, you're one to talk. If I'm not mistaken, both you and Caleb here are on a revenge mission. Though for Caleb, he'll be on a mission to avenge his friends twofold. Hey, 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 hey.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, you ugly bitch?
Hey, hey, hey. Why don't you tell him, old man? I'm sure you can sense what has transpired while you guys were away from your fancy castle.
Monty, what's she talking about? What happened at the castle?
Shortly before I teleported you and Harambe, I sensed several powerful energy signatures approaching the castle. Since then, they've all disappeared, but that's not it. I can't sense Dana or Carter. It can be only two reasons. Either they died, or they've been sent back to their original points in time.
No, no, no. Not again. Not again. I can't believe I failed to save them. Again. What was the point of all this power if I can't even protect my own friends?
Yes, yes. That's right, Van Clutter. Feel the utter despair. Feel the pain of failing those you love. And now you can die knowing your friends here will suffer terrible fates. Ha 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 ha. Not even my master will have anything left to torture when I'm done with them. And how fitting that the Dark Ether Files ends where Sleepy Joe's chocolate chip family ended. Heh heh heh. I'm sure he would be pissed if I told him what I did to Kid Carter. Huh? Hey, who's that? Come out from the shadows, you filthy coward. Go get whoever that is, my minions.
Dear Lord, what the hell? Who is that?
Come out from the shadows, you coward. I'll make you pay for killing my children. Huh? What? Is that?
Why does he look so familiar? Van Clutter, is this your doing?
Oh, what the hell did you do, you vile meat-eating special agent?
I've brought a force of nature unlike any other. Now, it will show you true terror.
You're hit. You're bleeding, man. I ain't got time to bleed.
Oh, she is cooked. You're fucked.
Bit of a shorter one this time around, but
If she dies, she better stay dead this time.
Yep.
We can only have one recurring villain.
in a way, I mean, remember you still got Sleepy Joe
Pepsi Man?
and Pepsi Man.
At 2?
Hmm?
At 2? Oh, God.
Yeah.
But, man,
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get the boogeyman.
Oh, yeah. Hold my beer. Anyway. Greetings. Well, that's just what I have to say. Are we really dead, or are we sent back to our points of origin?
Stay tuned.
Part of that will be answered. Actually, that answer will be fully, or that question will be fully answered tonight. So stay tuned.
All right.
Okay.
But greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back, or should I say, welcome to the season finale of Season of the Witch, Season 2. I'm your host, Special Agent Carter Sauce. Joining me as always, Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
I still say you should mention him first, since he's right next to you.
Sorry, it's a force of damn habit, but anyway, or should I just
I don't
say,
give a damn.
scratch that. And of course, Special Agent Dana, the Giraffe Slayer Boban. Because fuck giraffes, am I right?
Greetings, exalted ones.
Yes, and you're probably wondering, Special Agent Carter Sauce, why are you celebrating Season of the Witch when Halloween ended yesterday? Well, you have to remember, Dingbat, apparently we were on a temporary hiatus because we were at SpaceCon San Antonio and should have given us time. Plus, it's a normal tradition we do every Halloween. We watch fucking Halloween. But technically today is Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, in Mexico if you're part of Spanish culture. So technically it's still Halloween. Just a different thing.
Clearly, it's not Halloween. It's Dia de los Muertos. Very different holidays. Similar aesthetics, yes, but different holidays.
Yeah, sure. Smart asses.
But just like in the,
I don't know shit about this.
Well, if it wasn't obvious from the fucking thumbnail and of course the fucking intros, we're watching the fucking cult classic slasher film, Halloween, 1978. And
you could call it John Carpenter's Halloween. That way it sets itself.
Yeah.
That way it sets itself apart from every other Halloween film.
I said,
the immortal classic.
The immortal 1978, emphasis on 1978, which when it came out.
Yeah, but like I said, if you title it John Carpenter's Halloween, that's what separates it. Because John Carpenter didn't direct any other film after this. So I don't need to refer to it as Halloween 78, because if you just say John Carpenter's Halloween, then you're not going to get confused with Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Same way I don't call the next movie we'll be watching, I don't refer to the year unless I really need to. But for the most part, I don't want to. What movie's that? Find out later.
Yeah.
Find out later tonight.
Yeah, but
Indeed.
at least it's been a hell of a good season this year, or sort of emphasis on the last
I mean,
we watched.
Look, this month went by really fast. I don't know about you guys, but October just went like that for me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's like you get such a build up to Halloween and then it's already freaking over. It's like, come on.
Like,
come on.
Yeah.
But you know what? I am still in the festive season. I got my Michael Myers mask made by Jimmy Falco. It's also the mask that was featured in our little Halloween skit back during Hallow Scream, the night before All Hallows Scream. For those of you who don't know what that is the collab series we did with Good Real Hunting and several other YouTube channels where we reviewed all the Halloween movies leading up to Halloween Ends. It was a very successful series, I would say. Put a lot of hard work into those reviews, I was actually watching a few of those last night, kind of keeping with the tradition. I remember a funny part when I did a review for Halloween 3, and we'll watch it later. Maybe after the stream, I'll show you guys what I mean. But anyway, sorry.
Okay. Now, but here's the question, though, and anyone who may be tuning in at any point or after the fact, how was Halloween for any of you watching? While this guy is done throwing insults at you by calling you dingbats or talking down to you, I'm going to treat you like you're one of us. How was Halloween? What did you do? Did you have fun? I mean, what did we do? Well, we should have been here yesterday, but this guy was busy. I had to give out candy to kids. That's what I do. This time I was Freddy Krueger, and I gave Michael Myers shit last night.
Must have been fun.
Yeah. Some teen kids, as Michael Myers, actually said trick or treat, and so I kind of played up like, what? No, Michael doesn't talk. You and Jason, you guys just stand like a couple of stiffs. Only I get to do the talking. I do shit like that.
Hey, I can appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, what I did for Halloween last night was we had dinner, we had some candy, we celebrated my brother-in-law's birthday early since today is his birthday.
I have runs and I have 3 tubes.
We did our usual tradition of watching Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween, and Wednesday, and that was it. And
exactly. So 9 points plus 6 points is 50.
Look, just accept that. Listen, just accept that people are talking in Danner's area. Okay, let's move on.
Anywho, what'd you do?
What did I do? Well, I did the tradition, which we're doing again tonight. This is actually my 3rd time watching Halloween. I watched it twice yesterday. I'm watching it again, and that's not a negative, by the way. I love this movie.
Same.
If you guys remember from my Hollow Scream review series, it's my favorite of the entire franchise.
Yep.
It's the good one.
Fuck yeah.
Then I played some games. Actually, you know what? Missed opportunity. So there's this game called Retro Realms, and they made a Halloween game, like an 8-bit Halloween game, like a side scroller, like a classic side scroller. It's pretty good. For whatever reason, I know why I didn't play it, but I didn't play it. I should have. I was too busy playing Call of Duty Zombies. I mean, hey, it's in line with Halloween spirit, right? Mm-hmm. But I should have played Halloween. But to my credit, I watched Halloween twice, right up until the end of Halloween. I started playing Halloween again at 11 p.m. last night. And then it ended at like 12:30. I was like, you know what? I did my due diligence. I watched it earlier anyway. Look, Michael Myers is one of those characters where it's like he's my favorite slasher. I'll just say it. Now, it's not so much for the franchise, but just for this one movie. I mean, if we're talking about masked slashers, Jason has the better franchise. That being said, I still put Michael at a very high pedestal, personally.
Yeah. So basically, if we're doing like a top mass killer ranking, number 5 on my list, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Number 4, it's going to have to be...
you mean Leatherface?
Yeah, Leatherface. Leatherface. Number 4, it's going to be... I'm probably going to get shit from this. Actually, no, never mind. It's going to be Freddy Krueger. I apologize, Danner.
But he's not a masked slasher. You said masked slasher.
Or should I say slashers? Sorry. My bad. Emphasis on the slasher. Never mind. Top 5 slashers. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Nightmare on Elm Street. I was about to say Nightmare Before Christmas.
Motherfucker.
Fuck. Who else? Friday the 13th. Ghostface. And of course... Fuck. You know what? Halloween, yeah.
Oh, Cliche. Put in Michael Myers #1.
Actually, fuck, I was kind of rushing that list.
Yeah, you kind of were. But that's okay. We have plenty of time to talk about it while the movie plays, right?
Yeah, but
Exactly.
also, can we take a minute to admire how much John Carpenter revitalized the slasher horror franchise with this movie?
Revitalized? I wouldn't say revitalized.
Just put a whole new stamp on the genre. I mean, well, Black Christmas does get overlooked, but I would say Halloween was one that kind of perfected the formuoli, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Considering that every film after that pretty much copied the formula. I mean,
in a way, yes. And then it copied the copycat because Halloween 2 came along, and it was, well, I mean, people like those Friday the 13th movies. What should we do? Add more blood and boobies. And
it got worse from there.
It did.
So much worse.
But anyway, without stalling, shall we take a stab at this?
I mean, I'll take a car trip to Haddonfield for 3.
Okay.
He can't drive a car. Well, he's doing very well last night. Maybe someone around here gave him lessons.
All right. Here we go. Black screens and all zeros.
Yes, sir.
Time to proceed with the countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
Fun fact.
It says soft, tense music on the subtitles. Soft.
Fun fact.
Soft. My ass.
For the night before All Hallows Scream parody, I recreated this intro to the best of my ability. So much so that I even carved the pumpkin to look similar. It was a bitch to do. That was another thing I missed out on. I wasn't able to carve a pumpkin this year.
I've tried that. I have tried that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get my pumpkin. It's right there. Just a sec.
Do it.
A side note, it's not this one, but I'm proud of it.
Okay. Let us see. Very simple plot.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple setup. Sorry.
So, no, it's okay. But it was also that this movie is what kicked off Jamie Lee Curtis's career. Ooh, nice. Or made her a household name.
Dean Koondy, legend.
Bornstein? But it's Bornstein.
Well, in my world, it's not Bornstein or Bornstein. It's Bloodstain.
Cool, Lovesby. That is not a real name.
You should check out the names I put in my intro.
That's true.
Some of the names there.
Also, I really like how the outline of the nose looks like a fucking knife.
That was the intention.
Yeah, that's. Mm-hmm. They made it more obvious when they recreated it in 2018.
Oh, you mean the Force Awakens of the Halloween franchise?
That's to be fair, I'd rather watch Halloween 2018 than Force Awakens.
Yeah.
It doesn't unceremoniously kill off a legacy character disrespectfully. Credit where it's due.
That is true. Instead, they kill off a useless character with a head stomp.
More seriously, I think the intent was to make that look as stupid as possible, just because how it looks like stomping on like a pumpkin that hadn't been gutted, because that's what it looked like.
Yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass. Let's address the chat. The Sergeant! Oh. Here's Shitty.
Hey, Sergeant.
Happy belated Halloween, mother effers. Hello there. Yep. Thank you very much. Eating vegan food is a pain. Probably. I don't care to try. I wouldn't either. Not again. I'm sure he's referring to the intro. You can't kill the boogeyman.
You don't believe in the boogeyman? We should.
Nerds. Thank you very much. Travis, what's going on, Travis? How you doing, man? Long time no see. Long time no see. How was your Halloween? Did you have fun? Did you do anything interesting?
Also, as one of Danner's famous questions, what did you have for supper tonight?
That's not how it goes.
It's just, what did you have for supper? I haven't eaten yet, actually. I wasn't very hungry. But I am going to have some leftover pizza and shit. So,
It's funny. I, too, have leftover pizza from lunch.
Oh, it's kind of funny.
Surprise.
I have a bag full of candy.
Did you go trick-or-treating or something?
Nope. I got this from the store yesterday. It was half off. And I have Pizza Hut.
Did you copy me or something? Did you just read my mind today and say, you know what? Since Spooky Clutter's having Pizza Hut, I'll do the same thing.
Well, I really wanted Pizza Hut, so not to mention we didn't get a chance to do it because of fucking last time.
Yeah, you both said. My pizza's from a local business, so.
I mean, more power to you.
Wow. He finished quickly.
Yeah.
Did he even do anything?
Well, he's a master at that. Would they even be considered a masturbator?
Please stop it. This is supposed to be quasi-PG.
My dad is looking for his beer.
Tell him that it's down here in Texas with the rest of the loot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and if he wants a special beer from me, it's a little microbrew, if you catch my drift.
You're fucking disgusting. Travis says, I saw 2018 in theaters, and when Sartain gets his head stomped, she audibly said, oh, I thought this was a PG-13. Really? That's the part he gets? Very unsettling music and the POV. I mean, what else needs to be said about this movie? We all know what we're seeing. He's a jack of. Okay, I see what you're doing, Travis. Very funny. Very funny. Okay, I see what you mean. Very clever. Very clever.
It's kind of fucked up that she died 23 days before JFK got popped.
That's a very interesting fact, Carter. I'll make sure to put that in my book of fun facts.
I think somebody came up with a theory. Someone came up with a theory that the reason why Michael Myers killed or stabbed his welcome back. He killed her because that mask he used was a silver shamrock mask. Someone came with that theory a long time ago. Don't know who.
Well, I think that's a bad
stupid.
idea.
Yeah. Why would it come after?
Oh,
again,
okay. Let's see.
Ruining the mystique. What?
I'm in the minority who kind of dislikes the original Halloween. It gets worse every time I see it.
Oof.
Well, explain. What is it
You're
about
crazy.
it? What is it about this movie that you dislike? I mean, look, I can point out some things. Some of the dialogue is a little cringy. The word "totally" is used too much. Some of the kills a little over the top.
The totally is okay. I say you're wrong on both of those accounts. The totally adds to the charm, if you ask me. I mean,
hey, I'm not complaining about it. But full disclosure, I'm just looking at it from the perspective of someone who doesn't like it.
Over the top kills, however, I disagree with that wholeheartedly. This movie's very tame in terms of the violence because it's not about the violence. So
I mean, when I say over the top, I don't mean like it's overly excessive with the gore. I mean like when Annie gets killed, her face is pretty silly. Again, I don't mind.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
get it.
complaining about any of it. I'm just looking at it from the perspective of someone who's going to look at it and say, "Oh, well, this looks pretty silly. This looks kind of stupid." Like, look,
Now,
for me, you have to appreciate older films to appreciate this movie. This is just me thinking. Because when you think about the dynamic of Loomis and Michael Myers, it's very much akin to Van Helsing and Dracula.
yes, very much
And
so.
specifically, I'm talking Peter Cushing, Van Helsing, and Dracula.
Yeah.
There's a very strong dynamic here. Yeah.
Yes. Which, I'm sorry, I was hoping Carr would take this, but I'll take it. Fun fact. Peter Cushing was considered for the role of Dr. Loomis, but
that's true.
He was too busy blowing up planets.
You bastard.
But I want to bring something else up. Now, before we get to this, sorry, Travis, I'm just going to make this point. I said this when we did a watch party for Nightmare on Elm Street on Good Real Hunting, that something I like about these big threes, like with their debut films, in terms of like the cast, like most of them are like young unknowns. But then you have the veteran actors. Like here we have Donald Pleasance, Friday the 13th we have Betsy Palmer, and then Nightmare on Elm Street we have John Saxon. But also add to that, at least one of these young unknowns would later go on and have a bigger career, like Jamie Lee Curtis here, Friday the 13th, Kevin Bacon, and then Nightmare on Elm Street, Johnny Depp. So just interesting parallels like that just make me appreciate these movies just a little more.
Sure. So Travis says the cinematography, music, and character of Loomis are great. I feel all of Laurie's friends are identical and horribly unlikable, so there's no real investment for me aside from Loomis. So I'll say this. Laurie's friends, they're not entirely meant to be likable. Like, the film does not focus on them. Because, look, if you're a fan of Friday the 13th, then you already know who these characters are. If you want to know where Friday the 13th got the idea for the slutty, dumb characters, you can thank Halloween for it.
Totally.
You'd be shocked to know that Halloween, like people say that the original Halloween is overrated. I say that's a crock of shit because Halloween popularized the formula. Like Danner said earlier, Black Christmas came out and it is very much overlooked. That had a lot of these elements too. It's just John Carpenter refined the formula. And because the movie is so successful, every other slasher going forward would copy the formula of Halloween. So, yes, Laurie's characters are not very likable. They do dumb things. They say dumb things. And I think that was
totally
because you focus on Laurie and you focus on Loomis.
And even when people like to critique Laurie, I mean, look, when we talk about Final Girls, I mean, I wouldn't put her quite up there myself, but it's not because I don't like her. It's just my favorite Final Girls are the ones who defeat the killer. Like, that's why Sydney is still my favorite. Like, you go back to that one part in Scream. No, it's just the details here. Devil's in the details, as they say. It's when we get this is the moment where the supposedly dead killer springs back to life for one last scare. Billy springs back. Randy and Gail, they shriek a little, but Sydney just, no. Like, she doesn't even flinch. Just, no. But Laurie here, I mean, again, I'm not discrediting her, but she fights back a bit, but it's clearly a more defensive thing, as in, oh no, I ain't taking this shit from you anymore. Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing, but that's why I have so much gripes with where she went in the David Gordon Green trilogy, because the shoe just didn't fit. Like, that's like people have asked, which later version of Laurie do you prefer? 2018 Laurie or H2O Laurie? Well, I'd have to go with H2O because it was a lot more believable. And I don't care for the sibling angle either that they introduced in part 2 because Carpenter was drunk.
Right.
I mean, according to him, he was. Drunk. But
while it's a nitpick, that creepy line from Bob about Lindsay takes me out of it every time, and it feels like a cheap way to make you hate a character. And Brackett is just there to absorb exposition. Yeah, the line about from Bob was pretty weird. I agree. I don't entirely understand. I mean, yeah, it's a stupid line. Brackett being there to absorb exposition. I get that. It's just that adds to the creep factor of this film. Let me ask you this.
In those scenes, he's like a vehicle for the audience.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Look, I'll say this. If you didn't have Loomis dishing out that exposition, would the movie have been any better? Would it be as good as we know it? See, for me, the exposition helps to fill in the blanks briefly about Michael because it reminds me of Peter Cushing and Van Helsing.
Yeah.
The parallels are right there.
Like you're hitting the nail on the head too, because like there's always that fine line with developing the antagonist, right? Like you want to know just enough, but you also want to keep that mystique because that's what's so fascinating. That's why Michael Myers is so effective. We know just the bare basics, but it's enough to just unnerve you. Like that's what that whole opening scene was all about. It is meant to unnerve you because as far as we knew, just from the opening shot, like you're trying to figure out who is this? Like whose perspective are we seeing? You could think, okay, maybe it's a jealous ex who decided to get back at this bitch. Like even from like we also pick up that she knows the killer before the stabbing, but then we see it's just a small boy.
Right. By the end, it's a lot of Laurie knocking Myers down, crying, only for him to sit up and chase her again. It's not bad by any means. I just think the other films improve upon it.
Now,
I mean,
your points are fair, but hard disagree with that last bit there.
I just think the other films improve upon it. Yeah, for me, would the film be as scary if you had a Sidney Prescott in this situation? No. Because Sidney Prescott is very much in line with like Sarah Connor, where taking the reins and fighting back, even with Nancy in a Nightmare on Elm Street. Though I still think that I don't want to say that like Sidney and Michael will be incompatible with each other. It's just you can't have Sidney beating Michael Myers because Michael Myers can't be beat, and that's what this film does the best at. Is one of the reasons why every film after this ruins the character of the Shape is because they give him more details that we didn't need. They give him a link. I don't mind the sacrificial roots of Halloween. It's just to go farther and say that a cult is controlling his actions ruins it. It ruins everything.
Yeah.
So, if you have the sequels where more people fight back, like, look, we see what happens when more people fight back. Either it looks stupid or it's irrelevant because I'm referencing Halloween Kills because that end where he just kills everybody, it's like, okay, you're giving us more details on shit we already knew, which in the end doesn't even make any sense because when Halloween Ends comes out, they still don't answer the question fully. It's like, yeah, he's supernatural, but then they can actually kill him. It's stupid, man. I can't. That's why I said if you watch my Hollow Scream review videos, when I get to Halloween Ends, I say at the very end that I do not appreciate the sequels as much as I used to, because you take a look at this film in isolation. It works. It's almost like in a time bubble, like a time capsule.
Well,
you never see the original Shape again. Like, yes, you get some of that brutality in the Gordon Green trilogy, which I can appreciate. It's just it's not the same, man.
No.
I can't entirely put a finger on it. It's just there's something unsettling about like this right here. All right, he's stalking Tommy, but then he ends up leaving him alone. It's like you're not understanding his motivations, But then the freaking Halloween 4 through 6 comes out, and oh yeah, Cult of Thorn, big whoop.
Yeah, no, you're right, because like even with kills, I mean, yeah, I can enjoy how much of a brutal badass he is in some of these and the hobby movies. I won't discredit that for that at all. Yeah. But brutal violence alone does not make one scary, because they could be intimidating, but there's too much of it to the point where it's not very believable. Like, I mean, the element of the unknown is one thing, but when you just make him a killing machine who just can't be killed at all, this is just me, but every time I see slashers where they repeatedly just do everything that would kill any normal human being and they just keep getting up, again, context matters here, it gets boring. But that's when we can like pick up like Strangers Prey at Night, like with the fucking sackhead guy. It's like, why isn't this guy dead? Like everything that has just happened to him at the end, he should be dead, down for the count. But with Michael Myers, why does it work? Why am I excusing it here? Because we're given enough information to understand that he may not be human. Like possessed by pure evil. The element of the unknown is there, and that's what resonates with you by the end. A killer with seemingly no motivation, just lurking around your neighborhood or anywhere.
Yeah. So Travis, since we actually just passed the scene, he says, one interesting detail when Loomis finds the tow truck are there two inmate gowns. Michael was wearing one gown and appeared to be naked under it, so it implies he had someone with him. Yeah, so when you see Loomis grabbing because there was a gown on the bush and then there was a gown on the truck. Only thing is, I mean, we didn't see Michael pick anyone else up as far as like a patient is concerned. So, I don't know.
That's kind of jarring, actually.
It is interesting. It is interesting that there's two gowns. Not all of the films. I think most of them are quite bad. Yeah. Agree on the Lori point. 2018 is my favorite of the franchise. I'm not a huge H2O fan, but 2018 has Lori stopped living because of one event. H2O has her forced to keep living, which is realistic. One odd, but in Kills, was Lonnie getting bullied by the other kids when he was the bully? I think it may have been better to show him scared off by Loomis running, and that's when he sees Michael. Yeah, that was pretty weird because Lonnie's supposed to be the bully, but then yeah. You know what? Okay, so let me ask you this, Travis, because you said that 2018 is your favorite. I have a problem with how they portray Lori in 2018. I don't mind the idea of her being the way she is. My problem is how they presented it. So they retconned the ending of this film here, where they catch Michael in 78. And for me, it doesn't fit as well to have Lori become this Sarah Connor archetype with him getting caught.
No. I know Travis liked to nitpick a bit. No offense, Travis. I'm not knocking you here, but I'm going to nitpick here too. It's just when I watch this movie, it just what seems like this, like during the day, it's very obvious that they shot it during the fucking summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But no, so to get back to the point, I feel like that they should have left the original ending for this film as the canon, where for 40 years Michael doesn't show up. Can you imagine what that does to a person, having someone almost kill you, but then realize that they never got caught? That could make someone very paranoid. So paranoid that they would rig their entire house to be destroyed if Michael came looking for him again. But then to say that in 2018, oh, well, he's been incarcerated for 40 years.
but he's coming. I just know he is because I read the script.
It's stupid. For me, that's stupid. I can't take that because it doesn't make any sense. It would make more sense to have a Michael Myers that never got caught.
Hold on. Carter's got something he wants to say.
Remember in how Michael was incarcerated, or take your idea of Lori being super paranoid, going all Sarah Connor and breaking her house to kill Michael. Well, it's like that. It's like they took the idea of that of Sidney Prescott in Scream 3. Remember when she lives out in the middle of nowhere and she has like a shit ton of security?
Yeah, it's nowhere near as much because her security isn't quite as high tech. Like she doesn't have like those fucking shutter things in her house. Like she just goes by a fake name. But again, she's been through it. Like if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, she's been through this twice already. Yeah. Lori's only had it once. So, and the way it's done with Sydney is still more believable because we've seen her strengths and not just her being saved. Like the most saving that happened was just when she was held at knife point and Cotton shows up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some ice.
You do that.
Hey, wait a second. Right. I'll be right back. Ah!
Wrong movie, buddy.
Like I said, the route 2018 took was more badass, which makes it less relatable. I don't know if it's less relatable. Well, I mean, I guess you could say less relatable, but I can still relate to it personally. Like, just speaking for me, because, well, I think the whole... I like what they did with Lori. I just think that they should have set it up better. Like I said, I
bridge that gap better.
Yeah. Look, I hold the original Halloween to such a high standard because it gave an ending that you could have Michael Myers come back. I just wasn't expecting him to come back so quick. Like, that's why even Halloween 2 ruins the original Halloween for me because you give it a definitive end, which we didn't need, and then it doesn't matter. Because Halloween 4 comes along as a sequel to Halloween 2.
But it feels
Loomis survive after
blowing himself up. Welcome back.
No.
But not only that, it's also been said, Halloween 4 is basically a soft reboot of the original.
Yeah.
But even the way people look at the franchise as a choose your own adventure type thing, like even that, I'm not a fan. Like, unless it, like, I will die on this hill, man. This never should have been a franchise full of sequels that just feel redundant over time, and it just redundant and repetitive. Like, that's another reason why Halloween 3 has grown on me so much, because the more this kind of stuff just keeps going on and on and on, it's like, could you try something just a little different? Like, hell, you could I wouldn't have been against the whole copycat killer thing if they gave that a shot here. If they wanted to keep it a slasher franchise.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously they've sort of tried, but they abandoned it. I'm not talking about the shit, and I'm sort of talking about Halloween Ends there. But if they wanted to try the copycat thing, don't do it like as if you're trying to incorporate copycat killer while trying to make a loose remake of Christine.
Yeah.
Like maybe no, another one. I'm sorry. But and I watched one review where he's talking about Halloween Resurrection, and there's the part where Busta Rhymes is walking around in the costume, right? He suggested, like, what if this was actually some copycat killer here and the real Michael Myers came in and took him out? Like, okay. Like, anything. And hell, the copycat killer thing would have been more justified for Halloween Resurrection's existence as opposed to the most contrived bullshit that they decided to just throw in at the beginning. Oh, he couldn't speak. Here's an idea. Take the fucking mask off then.
Hey, I know I just missed this part, but you know the part where Sheriff Reckett says it's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare. That line at a fucking Halloween Kills. Why would you fucking do that? Was it because of nostalgia, key jingling? That's kind of fucking stupid. I mean,
Yes,
you could have
that's
said.
exactly it.
That's
know
what
what you could've-
exactly
2018
it.
was, pretty
No,
much.
You know
no.
what you could have said?
But,
Hey,
but that was a cherry on top of the shit Sunday. No. I got this one here. This is what he should have said.
Your days are over, mister.
oh,
The fuck?
Brett Man would appreciate that one. If he happens to tune in at any point, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Also, you know, and it reminded me of the thing that what the nurse said. Fuck, what was her name? Fucking the one that said this is for Loomis. For Loomis,
Marion
he didn't
Chambers?
kill him. Yeah, Nurse Chambers. Why
I
would
don't.
she say
I
that?
don't think that's what she meant.
You could have
I
said
mean, it's a
Loomis
stupid
gives
line,
his
yes,
regards.
but I don't think that's what she meant.
Yeah.
I think that's what she was going for along those lines, but it's a David Gordon Green movie. The guy can't write very good dialogue, obviously. Just look at The
Well, don't
Exorcist
forget-
Believer.
Don't forget that you had Danny McBride helping too,
Oh God.
which
True.
probably explains the Big John and Little John bullshit.
Oh, also, I
Peanut butter on
forgot
my
to
penis.
mention. I forgot to mention this. That a year ago, I actually picked this up. It's Michael Myers behind the bush, the Funko Pop. What?
He's not impressed with Funko Pops.
I hate Funko Pops. They're nothing but a useless fad. Like if you want to go back, I prefer trading cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, NECA figures. I'm just saying over Funko Pops. I will take trading cards over Funko Pops. Now, maybe not in this context. Just keep in mind, because you were still shitting your pants when we were doing this, trading cards at recess with Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? I did that, except it wasn't Pokemon. It was Naruto and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Shit
okay.
in my pants. I did this shit. Listen, all right. You made me.
I'm talking 99, buddy.
Oh, that's nice. But that trend still carried over into the 2000s.
But
You can't.
Pokemon?
You can't distance yourself that far from me. I may have been born in
I'm the old.
97.
I'm still the old guy of the group, unless your dad's here.
Well, if my dad's here, then-
However, I'll throw you a bone here. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll give you that one because Yu-Gi-Oh! was superior to Pokemon. I'm dying on that hill too. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon. Yeah.
I think I had a more
For Yu-Gi-Oh.
interesting story, like with the Egyptian gods and stuff. That's
Yeah.
just instantly more interesting.
And the monsters are badass. Like,
That's very true.
I mean, sure, you got Karibo there. That was basically Yugi's version of Pikachu, but but Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon,
Exodia.
The fucking Egyptian god cards.
Yeah.
God damn. I
Right.
kind of want to go back to that show.
To defend Lori's 2018 mindset, not only did this guy kill all of her friends for no reason, I wanted to get shot 6 times, disappear, and be arrested off screen. Like I said, he should never have been caught. It would have been so much better.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
She didn't get to see any of this happen, and that anticipation and speculation of what he is grew over the 40 years. It didn't disappear. She knows where he is, like a spider locked in the bathroom. That's true. I mean, look, I'm not saying that 2018 is impossible to appreciate or understand. I'm saying that it would have been better. It would have fit better if he was never caught. Because I'm sorry, but having someone locked up for 40 years it's less likely to drive somebody to the point of rigging their entire house to be destroyed versus someone who was never caught.
It could still be dumber because they do make it dumber in Halloween Kills. Why do they come to this conclusion that he's going to come to the hospital?
Because of Halloween 2, of course.
Also,
what gave him that idea?
They watched Halloween 2. That's what happened.
Yeah, also, like, Tommy, how the hell did you mistake that fucking retard penguin for Michael Myers? You were there. You saw what he looks like. That ain't him. You saw him with the fucking mask.
And that's the problem. No, he didn't see him without the mask. The point is, we don't know what he looks like. Yeah, but he didn't look like that. Like you've seen, like, yeah, Tommy and Lindsay got a good look at how tall he is. Like his figure, at least. He's a pretty tall guy.
What the hell he was wearing?
Yeah.
Like fuck the message there too about mob mentality. It's like I could appreciate if it wasn't so pretentious.
Yeah.
Of course, it's kind of funny because they're trying to reference a certain political side, but the funny thing is that the mob mentality could have been applied to something that happened in the Summer of Love. If you catch my drift.
Yep.
Yeah. Back when everybody forgot about a certain thing that was happening globally, which I still think is bullshit, but they forgot about it for a while to focus on something else. Make you think.
Hey, just remember, it was fiery, but mostly peaceful.
Yeah, because evil dies tonight.
But
shut up.
I mean, burning shit down and all that, and burning and tearing shit down. That's fiery, but mostly peaceful. But honk honk. You have unacceptable views. Honk honk.
Evil dies tonight.
Also, rest his soul.
Yeah.
Rest his soul. The guy who played Sheriff Brackett. Yeah, rest his soul.
After 2018 came out, I speculated the Strodes would arrive in town with no living witnesses to verify Michael's presence and be accused of the murders themselves. Interesting. I always remember Yu-Gi-Oh! As the cards with the buttholes on the back. I've heard that joke.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, God, it makes it worse now that I think about it. Yuck.
Well, geez. It's probably worse if you look at your Slifer the Sky Dragon card because it was red.
Fair enough.
One of the Egyptian god cards.
Yeah, that was. I think that was Slifer the Sky Dragon.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Then, oh yeah, you did. I'm sorry. Hey, I had a long day. All right, my vacation ended last night, and now getting off work. I had a long day.
I don't know. I just felt that show was a lot more interesting. And
well, it was.
I know that. You know what I still find more interesting is the American censorship.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't the only one. Like they did that with One Piece, where
I'm just saying, just think of the context. Like, remember that one guy who had like the American flag bandana?
Yeah.
Like going up to Pegasus there, like demanding the prize money. Like when you realize in the Japanese version he's holding a gun to him, but American censor version for kids. Don't make me point any harder. Dude, I'm gonna keep pointing at you till you give me the munch. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Allison has the knife. Lori is crazy. Was hanging around the prison when the bus left, and there's a recording of her being angry at the podcasters. Then we follow Cameron, who finds Julian running.
Fuck Cameron.
Cameron. Basically, Cameron has to be either Rachel protecting the kid, both being able to verify Michael's presence and the innocence of the Strodes. I like what we got, though.
Oh.
Yeah, on a superficial level, I'd say.
This year.
Oh, yeah. We got to appreciate it.
He got hungry. I'm glad they don't have to show it. Looking at you, Rob. Try a cat next time.
Ew, don't you dare.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
I was just gonna say something about eating pussy, but okay.
Nom, 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 nom.
Well,
no, thanks a lot. I got that remix stuck in my head now.
You're welcome. It lives rent free in my head.
I mean, it is catchy as hell, but then again, so is that Trudeau remix, unfortunately.
Ugh.
Speaking moistly. If anyone remembers that.
Frank, there's a dead dog in here. Makes me laugh every time I watch Kills.
Oh, Jesus! Damn it! That always gets me every time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's I mean, I've seen much worse jump scares. Still, best one to this day for me. Yeah, jumping blood.
All right, moment of silence for this. Face. The blackest eyes.
Okay.
Listen, I
so
know
this
that,
is a Wendy's.
Listen, I know that it may seem excessive. Like, I know what you're saying, Travis, about Brackett being there to be the exposition dump. It's just you need that exposition. You watch this. You compare Loomis's exposition in this film to the Rob Zombie version, it's retarded. It's retarded because the Loomis and Rob Zombie's film sounds like he's reading out of a goddamn psychology book versus Loomis, which sounds creepy, looks creepy, feels creepy. You feel the creep factor that the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I mean, dude,
like
not only that, but it's the delivery. Like having
it's not
Donald.
Let me just put it this way. Like you just said, with Groovis, as I've heard some people call him, like reading off a book, with Pleasance here, this sounds like these are coming from the words of someone who really studied his patient.
Right. Yeah.
It's just the organic feeling and delivery of what he's saying.
Yeah. Yeah. One pattern in this film that carries into the new trilogy is Michael targeting women, killing men only if they're armed to gauge him or violate a boundary, like walking in on him. Yeah. The exceptions being mechanics, which he kills for no reason.
Or Ray. I don't think he was armed. He was looking at the dead bodies of those cops.
Yeah. Another complaint I see people talk about with Laurie here is that she's very unrealistic as a teenager. I'm thinking to myself, I'm sorry, did you know every teenager in 1978? You're telling me that out of all the teenage women in 1978, that none of them even acted remotely like Laurie in this film? That's more unrealistic than saying that this version of Laurie's unrealistic. Like, look, if you prefer the Rob Zombie Laurie over 78 Laurie, then fair enough. But to say that, oh no teenager would act like this. I knew teenage women back when I was in high school that acted very similar to 78 Laurie here. And that was in 2014, 2015. So, I mean, yes, anecdotal evidence on my part. It's just, to say that there wasn't a teenager in 1978 that acted like Laurie in this film, like, where's the receipts? Roy was armed with a revolver. He fires it when Michael strangles him. You know what? Speaking of characters having a revolver going up against Michael, Halloween Kills with the nurse. Did the nurse not realize that she had a gun distance. Yet she walks up and just bang, bang, like she's like a goddamn Terminator or something.
Yeah, that fucking kill
Whoops.
made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah, it was unironically
Everyone.
stupid.
Dude, that kill looked like something out of fucking Deadpool.
It's retarded.
That's
I
actually
fucking hate
pretty
this
on
part
point.
coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, what would you have done to that dog?
Shut up.
Murder.
Fucking shut up, dude. If this was a situation, I'm pretty sure who would win in the fight, Michael Myers or Baba Yaga?
Michael Myers.
I don't know who the other one is.
John Wick.
Okay, when you say Baba Yaga, that's
goes
literally
by.
Russian for a fucking witch. Okay, so, and because we're watching a horror movie, I assume you were talking about a horror movie villain, not John Wick. You could have just said John Wick. But even then, I would still say that wouldn't be a fight. Because, yeah, John Wick can pump as many bullets into Michael Myers as possible, but I think you're missing the point of this movie. You can't kill the boogeyman.
But at least you could die fighting to avenge that damn dog.
That would be like saying, yeah, John Wick could kill Jason. No, he can't. He can pump a lot of bullets. He can blow his ass up, but yet Jason keeps fucking coming. Unless you were to give John Wick supernatural tools, then yeah. But if we're talking base John Wick in a world where supernaturals don't exist, then no. I'm sorry. I love Keanu Reeves. I love John Wick, but that's not a fight that he's going to walk out of. That's like trying to say that you could put a chimpanzee in a cage with Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson walks out. Sorry, but no. The chimp.
Oh, Jake Paul? Jake Paul?
But I guess if Jake Paul was a chimpanzee, then sure.
Well, he might as well be.
It's almost an insult to chimpanzees because chimpanzees can tear your fucking face off.
That's true.
Bob is the only one who Michael lets come to him. In 2018, he completely ignores the two Johns who live in his house, but anyone who trespasses, he kills. Oh, he ignored them. Well, wait a minute. Did he even go to his house in 2018?
No.
In 2018? No.
Yeah.
We don't even see the house in 2018.
That's true.
So I'm assuming I assume you mean Halloween Kills.
He does kill him eventually, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Eventually. I mean, he ignores the two Johns as they live in his house. But yeah, again, he doesn't go back to his house. In that movie, at least.
Love that car door kill. Also, Mark is the only person in the car. Michael doesn't try to kill until he puts his stupid stethoscope around him. I can assume that Michael would have killed him anyway. Because it's a David Gordon Green slasher film. Everyone dies in that car, except for Lindsay. It don't die like a man dies. My bad, kills, I mean. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. I don't know.
This is the dialogue delivery that I find to be very dated.
Yeah.
Lindsay, Randy.
I think it's kind of funny that she's watching the thing from another world.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
Go ahead and say it. Say it.
Because John Carpenter.
I know where you're going with this.
Oh.
Who? Me? Or him?
Because he makes a reboot or an adaptation of it.
Oh, look at you go. You've come full circle.
No. Oh yeah. Fuck. Since I referenced Family Guy again, what did you think of that clip I sent you?
Which
that
one?
Jafar may need glasses, but
Yeah.
Okay, the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
It's pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3, Phantom Menace. Number 4, Last Jedi. Number 3.
It is weird to me that Brackett doesn't find out
What
his
are
daughter
you
dies in
doing,
this one.
Step Bro?
Well, that's because you find out in Halloween too.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brackett
But,
disappears from the movie after that.
That's true. Never to be seen again in that timeline.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't come back until the freaking Blumhouse trilogy. That's pretty
Kills
freaking
to
wild.
be exact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
that's very bizarre.
Fuck, could he have, instead of, like, as Carter brought up earlier, during the everyone's entitled to one good scare, instead of getting that jangling bullshit, couldn't he have said, Annie sends her regards?
Yeah.
Or you could have said, this is for Annie.
Or this is for my daughter. Yeah. Anything? Because, or maybe, just a theory here. But maybe, just maybe.
Peter Anthony, what's up, man? Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, as I was saying, maybe they had some kind of awareness, and it's possible, it's modern Hollywood, that because they've heard so many people in the community talk about how great that scene from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is, maybe they just felt like, we're not going to be able to outdo that, will we? No, because that, my friend, was a diamond in the rough. Like, that scene alone. Like whenever people talk about the Rob Zombie Halloween movie, everyone says, watch the theatrical versions. Yes, if you are to watch them. You don't have to watch them, and I wouldn't recommend them overall. But if you're going to watch Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, just watch the theatrical version, pause the movie when it gets that scene, go on YouTube and watch that scene with Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
So
50 minutes, 50, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at the part where
50,
where Annie is, where Annie is taking Lindsay to Tommy's place. They're leaving the house and they're crossing the street as we speak.
What are your guys' top 5 in the series of the series?
I mean,
wow. I can name the first 2 off. I think that me and Dan are lined up in this because we both came to the same conclusion. First one being the original Halloween, then second one being Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Where we go from there,
I will say probably my number 3, just because, I mean, it didn't need to get made. I stand by that. A hill I'm still going to die on, but if they wanted to wrap shit up, they did a competent enough job with this movie, at least. And it felt like a nice companion piece in the long run, if you will, to this movie. And that is Halloween 2. The things I can still appreciate about it are still there. Hang on. The things I still appreciate about it are still there. Like, in terms of how it looks and feels, it still feels, for the most part, in tune with this movie, just with a bigger budget. But again, it didn't need to happen at all.
Okay, so I guess we're spot on for the first 3 then, because that was my number
fair.
3.
Okay. Well, who knows where this one's going?
We got 2 more left.
I'm looking at I'm looking at my 4, 5, and 6, and I don't think I've updated this since, like, we did that really long fucking ranking,
Carter.
But my number 4. Fuck. I don't know. Like, I don't know which one it could be. I'll just say what they could be. It could be either 2018. Just keep in mind, there's still a pretty big gap there, even if it makes my top 5. It could be Halloween 4, or it could be H2O. But keep in mind, I don't I don't revisit all these movies like the same. The only ones I will like, the ones I like, the first three are the ones that I will at least give at least one watch every year. This one I could do multiple times, and Halloween 3, but Halloween 2 just once. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop there because otherwise it's just gonna keep. I gotta have to rewire some circuits up here and everything. It's just I don't have the time for that.
I'm a super nerd, so Brackett's first appearance of any kind after 2 was the comic The Blackest Eye, set after Halloween 6, where he teams up with Tommy to take down Michael. They fail. Yeah, predictable. For sure. There is, however, an unproduced script for Halloween 9 Retribution, which has John Tate and Brackett teaming up to fight Michael. It's actually quite a good read. Interesting. Okay. So his ranking is 2018, Kills, Halloween 3, Halloween 4, and then probably Halloween 2. Curious.
Well, me, it would have to be 2018. Fuck. What was the
What
one
order
with,
are you going?
From 5 to 1.
Okay.
Okay. So Halloween 2018 is number 5. What's that one? What's the one with Ant-Man in it?
That's Halloween 6.
Halloween 6.
Wait a minute.
H2O.
You're putting Halloween 6 above Halloween 2018.
Definitely a no from me.
You know what? This does remind me, because this is what he did in the stream. He had the craziest. Carter had the craziest ranking in the stream. Flashbacks!
That's true.
Now I remember.
Vietnam flashbacks. Halloween 6 is the second biggest piece of shit in this franchise, in this acting man's humble opinion.
Hold on, Carter.
Don't change it just because I don't like it.
Right, stick to your guns. I'll stop for now.
I'm saying what needs to be said. Halloween 6 sucks, but I know that movie has its fans. There's quite a lot of them.
Anyway.
But with that, which one?
That's true.
There's
Which
two versions of
Halloween
that movie.
6? You want the theatrical or the producer?
It's like choosing between Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. I said that many times, and I stand by it.
Pick your poison. Both of those movies, personally.
Number 3 on my list, H2O. Number 2, Season of the Witch, and of course, Halloween, the OG.
Resurrection.
No, the OG, as in Halloween 78.
Hey, let's just remember that there's somebody in this world that puts Halloween Resurrection as the number 1 in their list. Just remember that.
Yep. That I don't get. I don't get it unless you're watching it as so bad it's good. That's the only way you can enjoy that movie, if you ask me.
That's true.
Hey, Bonnie, get your ass away from that house.
That's not how he says it.
Hey, Carter, get your ass away from that dog.
How long were you alone with that dog?
Oh, shut up. Also,
that's from The Thing.
Oh, God damn it.
How long were you alone with that dog?
Oh, God, shut up.
Peter's ranking is 78, H2, 2018, H4, and Rob Zombie. Oh, my God, why Rob Zombie?
Ew, gross.
I can't, look. I can watch the Rob Zombie movies somewhat because of Scout Taylor Compton, but I can't watch it for very long.
Laurie Strode.
Not to mention that movie, Rob Zombie's Halloween. It gave there was a saying in there that I used to mess with one of them.
I don't want to hear it. Hey, you know what, Carter? Since he wants to do it, no, Danner, it's okay. I got this. Since Carter wants to do it, hey, Danner, you know what I'm really hungry for right now? I'm really hungry for a nice Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Oh my god, dude, you need to learn to let that shit go.
I love
Never.
I love
Okay,
Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
I retract that statement. Now shut
I
up.
love
okay?
Chick-fil-A's waffle
Man.
fries.
Man,
Well, so do
fucking
I.
eat this.
I love
Eat
that
this.
Chick-fil-A's Chick-fil-A sauce. No
Oh, God,
Chick-fil-A
man.
sauce?
Oh my god, god damn it, shut up and fucking eat this. Eat this.
That's right, Carter.
Hey, you want the fucking chicken? We don't have no Chick-fil-A sauce. Fucking eat
No
this.
Chick-fil-A sauce?
No Chick-fil-A sauce, man. Fucking eat this.
Okay. Trevor says another fun payoff is when Marion is smoking. We see Loomis glance at it a few times as if he wants one. He accepts one from Hunt in 2, along with the lighter, which he uses to blow up Michael. Yeah, that is a nice payoff.
That's better than, hey, what can we do with that name? Okay, we'll make that the bar where my wife strip dances.
The Rabbit in Red.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fucking stupid though, where she's playing a stripper, but she doesn't take off her top though because she's fucking nude shy. Dude, you play a stripper. You're married. You're like a fucking stripper. You're supposed to take your fucking top off.
I don't need
It's
to
in
see,
the job description.
I don't need to see Scary Moon Zombies tots.
What?
I don't need to see it.
Well, mark it on your calendars, folks. Carter's complaining about not seeing female nudity.
Oh, piss on a jack.
I'm sorry. My TV just turned on by itself.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I think even the TV disagrees with Carter in many aspects.
Man, disagree with this.
Hey, what do you guys think about the mask, though, huh?
Looks
like
dope.
The mask?
Oh!
It's better than some we've seen in the movies.
Very true.
Oh, and
Rob Zombie's Halloween starring Malcolm McBowell and Brad Borif.
Dora, yeah.
Hey, listen. Aside from Chucky, Grima Wormtongue. That's how I remember Brad Dourif the most.
Hey, Luther Lee Boggs. The X-Files?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but I don't know.
Beyond the Sea?
Yeah, no, I remember. I just remember him. I still remember Grima Wormtongue more. What can I say?
Well, to be fair, nobody ever talks about Grima Wormtongue, which is fucking stupid, by the way. Because, come on. Lord of the Rings, one of the biggest franchises in the world. But again, just people should not overlook his great performance as Luther Lee Boggs in that episode of The X-Files. I'm just saying.
It was pretty unnerving.
Mm-hmm. Starbuck. Just
Were you born with that knife super glued to your hand or what? For God's sakes, Chucky, drag yourself to the 90s. Stabbings went out with Bundy and Dahmer. You look like Martha Stewart with that thing.
Who
the fuck is Carter Sauce?
My idol. And what does Carter Sauce tell you to do when guests stop by and you haven't had time to shop? You improvise.
I don't want to know how you improvise.
No.
Why does that look so familiar?
Like trying to improvise a fleshlight out of a Pepsi can.
Oh, God damn it. Shut up. Ow.
I've seen it done before.
Oh, sure. And cut your dick off? No, thank you.
Oh, no, that's why you have to smooth it out.
I do agree with this one, Travis. I do agree.
Just kidding. Actually bracket it a lot more. And
I assume he meant to put in there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I make that mistake I make that mistake more times than I care to.
Brad will always be the Gemini killer to me. How about when he was in The Exorcist?
Exorcist 3.
That's true. Well, bit of a fun fact, I never saw the movie.
Nest. Fair enough. However, that's just something else to think about when you watch Two Towers. Why the hell would the king have him as his mole in the court? It's like
Oh,
this
sorry.
guy doesn't look like
Sorry.
he's gonna. This guy doesn't look like he's not gonna knife you in the back at all.
Sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
I mean, Chucky quite literally just banished Judge Dredd from the kingdom of Rohan.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
And not to mention in the Rob Zombie sequel, one of the cops is the voice of Patrick Star from SpongeBob.
Yep.
How
But nobody
interesting.
cares. If you want to see something great with him, watch Jennifer's Body. Where else are you going to see the voice of Patrick Star threatening to cut off someone's nutsack and hang them to his door like a lion head door knocker that rich people have?
God damn.
Linda, don't smoke. It's not good for you.
Yeah, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. Do you want your titties to sag? Or do you want to get breast cancer from that shit? Okay, I'm sorry. That's not a good joke to make. Sorry.
Yes, it is. If it's offensive, then it's doing its job. But I'll say this. Who the fuck smokes after sex? Haven't you heard of just, I don't know, eating ice cream?
Or having a sandwich.
Eating ice cream after sex? No? Like
I
you're
thought
eating
you
right
only
out of the pail.
Dude, I thought you only eat ice cream if you were heartbroken or something, like normal chicks do when they're get dumped or something.
I'm not a chick.
Hello? What?
Guys,
No,
when
that's
they're
the-
depressed like that, you know what guys do when they're depressed? What real men do when they're depressed like that?
Crack a cold one.
No, not beer. They're getting right into the heavy liquor.
Or they go
Also,
to the gym.
You know what's kind
What's
of
a
really
dime?
fucked up, though?
It's
With
that thing
war-
you don't go to.
Exactly. Here we go.
From a weird angle, this guy, Bob, almost looks like a fucking Jeffrey Dahmer from an angle.
Is that getting you excited?
No, it's not, you jackass. Or, no. When he raises him up, if you look closely, it looks like, what's his name? Michael Caine or... Michael Caine? Yeah, I think it is.
Michael Caine? From what movie?
Is that...
The Swarm? Jaws 4?
No. Like
Don't
younger Michael Caine.
I love how
Hang
they
on.
don't want the cop to see them smoking while driving, so they pull right up to him.
Yeah, no, it's smoking.
It's like
a
not wanting
blunt.
your crush to smell your fart, so you run right up to her, pull down your pants, and do a backhand spray. Fun fact: Jeremy Dahmer's favorite movie was Exorcist 3.
Wow.
Shit.
Well, shit.
Nice. Now,
No,
I'll tell you
that's-
this right now. This was the first time I saw Halloween, was this scene right here. Like when I was 8. This was the first thing I saw.
And suddenly ghosts have now petrified you ever since.
Well, not really. I mean, I already
Unless-
seen the whole ghost in the sheet thing. But then, keep in mind, we get, as Randy would say, the obligatory tit shot.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Yay!
Can you imagine a male ghost saying, "Show me your boobies"?
Hey, just watch Stripes.
Why?
Stripes? No?
I
remember. I watched Stripes,
you get more. You get more.
Of PJ Souls?
So you get more.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Fuck
can't.
your
It's
beard,
been.
You don't remember that?
It's been a long time since I've seen Stripes. Okay.
Fair.
In my defense, hey, I do love the movie. It's been a while.
You know what's
Fair enough.
You know what's kind of fun? You know what's kind of funny? How in Scream they show the scene where Linda is showing her boobs. I like how they incorporate that into Scream.
Mm-hmm. That was the point.
Mm.
But it was nowhere near as good as hearing the Halloween sting when Ghostface comes into frame when standing behind Randy. That was effective.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost. But
Also-
then again, Halloween 3. Happy Halloween. Dun, 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 dun.
Very effective.
No,
Well, this is why
Lori,
cordless phones no longer exist.
hey, Lori, you should have
Or
asked
quarter
Annie.
phones
Are you
don't exist.
okay? See what I did there?
Oh, That was a hoot and a holler. Too bad it wouldn't make sense since that song didn't exist.
I know.
Not by Michael Jackson.
Scary
Alien Ant
movie
Farm.
parody. Linda would fart under the blankets a bunch of times in the frame, and the frames in Michael glasses would shatter.
No, that would be something from the ones that Fuckface and Numbnuts actually directed. I'm referring to Friedberg and Seltzer, by the way. Fuck those guys.
Oh, fun fact. Sorry. So in Scary Movie,
yes.
Do you know there was when the Ghostface was chasing Cindy Prescott around the house? She actually hides in Campbell. Sorry, Cindy Campbell. When she was chasing her, she hides in a closet, and Jamie Lee Curtis was supposed to be there, hiding. Like, what are you doing in here? Get out of here! I'm hiding here. There was supposed to be a cameo with Linda with Jamie Lee Curtis in her full Laurie Strode regalia, hiding from Michael, telling her, "Get out of here! This is my hiding spot."
Missed opportunity, I guess.
I know, right?
Not really. By then, it's like many years later. Why go that far? Like, would the implication be that she's been hiding in that closet for that fucking long, i.e. 22 years? If anything, she'd be a corpse.
Yeah. But I have to say, Laurie Strode actually saved Sidney Prescott's life in Scream.
Is that
what I mean?
so?
Because if you remember in Scream, when Billy was about to go into the closet to shoot Sidney, apparently he looks and he sees that it was Laurie in the closet squealing because Michael was coming to get her, and then Sidney comes out and stabs him with the umbrella. Like, nice job, Laurie. Thanks for saving Sidney.
All right.
No, he wasn't looking at the TV.
Well, no, because
they made it seem like he was, but he wasn't though. He was looking at the door.
Yeah, but still.
He wasn't looking at the TV.
I know he wasn't, but it was like... Well, he heard someone squealing, and then he turned to realize, oh, shit.
But he's not even looking that way, though.
It
doesn't really make much sense.
Okay. You know, my dumbass always thought that the door right there was a fucked up door, and then I realized, oh wait, that's just the mail slot. Because you know where the mail slot is on that door frame. Mm-hmm. I always thought that was the doorknob for some weird ass reason. And
quick side note, I actually like her outfit.
Yeah, the old classic blue denim with flares.
You mean the bell bottoms?
Bell bottoms.
Yeah, it kind of looks. Hey, maybe with that much blue, she looked good right next to Samurai Cop.
Oh God. And last
that fucking movie, dude.
Dude, what the fuck?
That transition, goddamn.
Yeah. So you know this.
I have admittedly gone back to that stream just to watch that part where you just went silent for like how long?
Too long to count.
Yeah.
So last night when I was coming back from my sister's place to come home, that theme was playing on my phone, and I was recreating the walk though.
So that means you might have actually seen me watching you that night?
Oh, God, no. Shut up.
To defend Carter in Spider-Man 2, when Doc Ock attaches his arms at the presentation, the audience gasps in pain as they embed in his spines, even though he's facing them and they wouldn't see it.
Thank you. Thank you.
But then again, we were all kind of going like, no, what he said makes sense. What you said didn't.
What? where Laurie Strode saved Sidney Prescott's life.
No,
Well, I think
that's like saying.
That's like saying.
No, I'm trying to think of something really. Well, that's just it. I'm trying to think of something really stupid.
Oh, I got one for you. That's like saying eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich saved your life.
Oh my god! Fucking shut up!
That's
God damn it! You will not let that go.
Hey, I gotta make jokes where I can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Lori, I can see your bottom. Please turn around.
How about this? It's like saying someone cleaned. It's like someone cleaned your toilet just because they flushed after they already clogged it.
Cleaning the toilet after clogging it. Yeah, there you go.
Just because they flushed. Here's your fucking participation trophy, asshole.
Participation trophy.
Yeah,
what is this? The 2020? The 2010s?
No, it's the 2020s. Just remember, you answered all the questions in a debate where you couldn't even talk half the time. Good for you. Now get out of here. You're out of the race, old man. Sorry. I don't
Get the hell out of here, you fool.
Politics, but you know what I'm talking about.
Get out of here, you fool.
No, Jamie, turn around. Behind you.
He is not behind. He is in front. Can't you see the camera following?
You do realize I was quoting Scream, jackass.
Well, I'm sorry you were quoting Scream. I was too busy eating a really good Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, make another fucking remark and I'm canceling. I'm shutting the stream down.
You can't.
Oh. Shutting this. See, this is why I have the master controls. Because I'm the one that pays for it all. Speaking of which, I got to mention this. They upped the price for StreamYard for the current program that I'm subscribed to. It was usually $25 a month. They upped it to $45.
No, behind you. Behind you. There he is. Turn around.
You okay over there, Danner?
Yeah, it was just breaking wind.
Oh!
It looked like you were getting pissed off.
But I also kind of mouthed what the fuck over that whole price change.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Behind you. He's right there, Jamie. He's right there, Jamie. He's right behind you. Behind you. Behind you.
Okay, Mindy.
Oh, shit. He's behind you.
It's so good.
I imagine that would hurt quite a bit.
Yeah.
Now, here's something I've heard people talking about. Michael's walking. It wasn't until Halloween 2 he became a fucking robot in his movement.
Yeah.
But in this movie, he does walk pretty much like a normal person.
Yeah.
Like, he was never that slow in this movie. Oh, god damn it. I'm having flashbacks.
Flashbacks to what?
That stupid video that I did.
That's
that AVGM parody I did many years ago on Instagram. You know, trying to get out the back door. And I say, open, you piece of shit. I mean,
the dumbest movie cop ever goes to the cop in Halloween 2 who hits Ben Tramer into a van and says, I didn't see him, which means he was aiming for the van.
Maybe he was suicidal. But no, come on, Travis. Dumbest cops. Haven't you seen Halloween 5?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
One part of 5 people crap on is Michael crying when his mask comes off, which I think lines up with this film. Both times his mask comes off, he's scared.
No.
Him being scared? I don't know if he doesn't really show fear. Because the whole thing about Michael is the absence of emotion. And yeah, I will crap on Halloween 5 making Michael cry because you're trying to humanize something which previous films have
may or may not be human.
Previous films have illustrated several times that he is not human, that he does not feel emotion. Ever since he killed his sister, he has not shown proper human emotion. Yeah, you have the heavy breathing. Yeah, you have the grunts of pain.
But
this is true.
That's natural.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the implication is supernatural, but it's still a human body.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry for a second, but can we talk about the big ass elephant in the room? Dory, there's a fucking doorbell right there. You could instead of banging on the door, you could have spanned the fucking doorbell.
You know,
considering that she's
sometimes
banging on the
logic. Here's the thing: logic can take a vacation when you're in a heightened state of panic.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I know I'm seeing the forest through the trees, but god damn it, there was a doorbell right there. You could have fucking spanned the shit out of it.
Would that have even worked, though? Would it have gotten his attention?
How phones don't work in many movies, how cars never start in horror movies. You can't rule out that the doorbell would or wouldn't work. Just saying.
Yeah. I love how the one guy whose door she bangs on here doesn't open it, only to come out in Halloween 2 and pretend like he doesn't know what's happening. That's true.
What a fucking jackass. It's a shame Michael didn't kill that asshole. Wow, thanks for trying to help somebody, you asshole.
That leg rest looks like a jerry can.
Yeah, it kind of
does.
Oh, you are expensive right now. That's like a $10 sniff.
What?
I saw in a skit where a guy quite literally holds a jerry can to his nose and says, "Oh, you are expensive right now. That's like a $10 sniff."
Also, so you remember the ending scenes where we see screenshots and we hear him breathing? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, you're going to point out the knife. I know. Did I steal your thunder, Carter?
Yeah, you kind of did, asshole.
Well, just have some Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
Okay, you know what? How about we stop doing that shit?
Why are we filling the gap too much?
Yeah, you know what? Can we stop? I retract everything about that, okay?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just having fun talking about a fast food joint.
God damn, fucking shut up.
You just gotta roll with the punches, man.
You know,
play along.
That's how you survive.
Tell me, see. I'm gonna take a little walk, okay?
What? Do I need to look at the flowers?
Smell the roses.
Just look at the flowers.
It was.
The one who says I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight is Tommy Lee Wallace, director of Halloween 3 and the voice of the Silver Shamrock commercial.
Yep.
Sure.
See, Tommy?
And the miniseries.
Yep. I watched a documentary about that, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tommy, how the hell do you not
the story of Pennywise, I think it's called.
Huh.
This is the part.
This musical score here reminds me of The Fog.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, because Carpenter did the soundtrack, but freaking rich people have a separate house for their washer and dryer.
Who the hell would want that?
Yeah, it seems very inconvenient.
Especially if you're in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Like, think about it when it in the fucking winter.
Yeah.
Like, whoops.
And that's it.
No. It's pretty intense, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the part right there where she saves Sidney Prescott's life.
That's like, it's like running someone over, but they survive, and you pat yourself on the back because you didn't kill them.
Do you try to get what I'm getting at?
I don't know. Why did the goblin turn on the stove?
God damn it.
Did I say it right?
I'll tell you
this
why.
time?
He wanted to. Yes, you did. I'll tell you why. He just wanted to get a little warmer to relieve his.
Monkey scratch?
Yeah, because he was feeling kind of.
No.
Binder, you dipshit, get up! You know, actually, I may do that as a costume.
You're gonna do
Billy Loomis.
Dipshit?
Oh. You know what I think you should go?
Don't you fucking start this shit with me.
Hey, man. If it's any consolation, you're the one who started a new trend. Maybe that'll be the next villain in these intros.
Binder, you dipshit, get up!
Some random jackass wearing a Chick-fil-A outfit.
Is there even such thing as a Chick-fil-A outfit?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you have like a cow, or you have the red and white aprons. I don't know.
Yeah. Also,
a cow?
Oh yeah.
Also,
I did mascots.
Yeah, I do like that reference.
How about the ultimate from Arby's?
No.
Yeah. Arby's doesn't have the meats because I don't give a shit.
I like how Wes Craven used that line in the opening to Scream. Go down to the McKenzies. I want you to go to the McKenzies, tell them to call the police.
Why did the Green Goblin turn on the stove to warm his glider before he stuck it inside her?
Oh.
That's that guy.
Oh.
I mean, we weren't talking about the Green Goblin, but I'll take it.
Sure, why not?
Michael!
He's not human.
Well, even that walk. Not human. But you could also argue walk like that because, you know, he's kind of got a dead eye now.
Yeah.
And what we're about to see here is a moron.
Who? Tony Moran?
You mean the moron?
And that's it. 6 times. 1. Yeah, I'm going to shut up.
The one thing that kind of gets me about that shot when he's about to go over is that it looks like he's actually climbing a bit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll just get up here and drop. As a matter of fact. That's like he's in. That's a perfect way of putting it.
Yeah. And here we go. And that's it.
Not yet.
Or maybe T-Con could dress up as Dr. Loomis.
He could pull it off.
Yeah. That look of like He's out this still.
Yeah, that look says it all. Like he knew it was going to happen. I'm going to say it again. No other movie in the franchise has been able to capture this magic. Right here. Nothing. You can try and argue with me all you want, but the mere fact that Michael got away, that after all of that abuse, the creep factor is that he got shot 6 times, he got stabbed, and yet he still got up. And then that's how it ends.
But even the growing intensity of those final shots, the breathing gets heavier.
Yeah.
You don't believe in the boogeyman? You should.
Hey, Dr. Wynn, will he ever come back into play? No. Wait.
At least not that version of him.
Peter Griffith.
The hell?
That's fine, I won't take any more points, but look at it anyway.
Peter Griffith?
Yeah.
Based mainly on the hair, Tony Moran looks like a lot like Corey in Ends. It's the only face Laurie knows of Michael's, so Corey triggers her is one take. Yeah, if you want to try and tie in Halloween Ends to this. I try not to. True magic is Loomis gaining like 40 pounds on the way down the stairs, and the collar on his coat gets 6 times bigger.
Well, hey, at least it was practical effects, though. They used like a face mask. Or prosthetics.
Yeah, I mean, credit where it's due. The 78 flashback is, in isolation, pretty...
decent.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Highlight of the film.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I let the credits roll.
Okay.
Me too. Because even though Halloween's over, he's still out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm. You can't kill the boogeyman.
In the words of Laurie, you don't believe in the boogeyman? Well, you should.
See, for me, this movie is pretty much a timeless classic.
Pretty much. It is. There is no pretty much about it.
I say pretty much because when you say timeless classic, people are going to look at the corded phones and say, "What's that?" Because they're fucking stupid.
Duh.
That's fair.
That's the only reason why I say it. But I mean, for me, timeless classic, easy. No doubt. Did Michael kill or did Michael kill again?
Oh.
No, don't tell me that. That bullshit.
Whoa, shit.
So, Big John and Little John?
Fuck that. And speaking of fuck that, looking at our poll here, do you believe in the boogeyman? We got 5 votes. 80% says yes and 20% say no.
Really? Well, you should.
Curious.
Who's the 20%? Identify yourself, damn it.
But yeah.
That is John Carpenter's Halloween.
Yeah. That's one way of wrapping up Season of the Witch. An epic conclusion to Season 2 of Season of the Witch. Can't wait to do it again next year. Where Season 3 will get more witches and more bitches at the same time.
Are you implying that we're going to have women on the show? That'd be a nice change in pace. It's a damn sausage fest in here.
Oh, god damn it. Shut up. I'm just saying.
That'll happen when monkeys can fly, planes and pigs can fly with wings, and it starts raining donuts.
Well, it's raining something, but it won't be raining donuts. I don't know what that means, but take it that way you will. In the words of Laurie's son-in-law, oh man, I got peanut butter on my Enos. Imagine Season of the Witch with Clark Griswold. Would be so much better.
Hey, I feel for Clark Griswold. That's how I feel when I set up my Halloween.
Right?
Just keep in mind, I do it all on one day. I set it up Halloween Day, and then I take it down when trick-or-treating's over.
Why do you do?
Poor bastard.
You poor son of a bitch.
Because I don't want to leave the animatronic stuff out in the cold. And I'm also very, what's that word I'm looking for? Cautious, if you will, about potential vandalism. Like, I pay good money for that shit.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Dude, yeah, that fucking pisses me off. Like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? Because according to the news, like a few days ago, there were some jackasses going around destroying fucking Halloween display pieces. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, what's your fucking problem? Like, are you that fucking bored you decided to break somebody's shit, though? I mean, go smoke a joint. Go play a video game. Go do something stupid, for Christ's sake. How would you like if somebody came to your place and broke your shit, huh? How would you feel?
I'd feel like $1 million.
No,
Yeah,
I'd
right.
be fucking pissed. And you know what? It's a good thing we live out in the sticks. Because if we lived out in the city, and if I caught anybody trying to mess with my Halloween display, I'm fucking killing them. I don't care. You're trespassing and you're destroying my shit. That I don't care if you're a teenager or an adult. You getting fucking hot lead. I don't care. I pay good money for that shit and have punks like you come onto my property and break my
that's
shit.
worth going to jail over?
Fuck yeah! Like,
No.
Did you know? Like, dude, whatever happened to fucking egging or toilet papering, huh?
Well, you know what? I guess it makes sense because I heard that Car is a fan of Oz.
Oh, shut! Don't you fucking dare make that fucking Family Guy reference, fucking bastard! Piss off.
Hey, man, you're the one who said that it's worth going to jail over. I'm just adding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, they were trespassing, and I was defending my property. Texas is a stand ground law state. I felt, or better yet,
There's priorities, but you also got to set standards for yourself, and you're not doing a good job at it.
I could just get a hammer and plant it in their hands and say they came onto my property. And I felt threatened, so.
God, you're being so elaborate, planning a freaking murder.
It was self-defense. I felt threatened. I told them to get off my property. They had a hammer. They came charging at me. It was a clean shot.
Great idea for a sketch series is crime scenes in movies where there's property damage and just having a guy complaining to the cops about the inconvenience.
Yeah, you're kind of right though. But also, you know what's funny though? How this could have been an anthology series.
Oh, really? It could have been? I had no idea.
How Caleb said it could have, it should have been an anthology series. Like,
I'm not the only one, but yeah.
Like season 3 of Season of the Witch, or Season of the Witch, where it could have been that Halloween, like the events of Haddonfield, like the Haddonfield massacre, could have been turned into like a movie. And like they were showing, you know what I mean? Like they could have taken you know what I mean? How they could have taken inspiration of the Haddonfield murders.
Imagine Ben Tramer's burning, pinned against a car, and some guy walks up and is like, "Come on, guys, I need that van for work in 6 hours." Now it smells like burned kid ass.
but
a little dark, but pretty funny.
But I did have this one idea for the Carpenter universe, that Halloween, Silver Shamrock, and the Fog could have all been together.
I'm sorry, your idea?
No.
I specifically remember saying that about Halloween and the Fog. Where the hell are you?
I came up with the idea that after the events of Halloween, Laurie Strode changes her name and she goes on the run out of fear that Michael Myers might come back. Ergo, she falls in love with.
You got that shit from me, you
No.
You did.
Came up with no. When we saw the Fog, I specifically said, how cool would it be if instead that after the events of Halloween, Laurie Strode goes on the run out of fear that Michael might come back for her, and so she changes her name. That's what I said. I said that.
You tacked on to what I originally said, which was that Halloween and the Fog should be in the same universe. I said the Carpenter verse. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
you said that. I came up with the idea of Laurie Strode running away.
You're
I came
running
up
on
with
my coattails.
No, no. I added.
Yes,
to your
you are.
coattails. No,
You don't add to a coattails, you ass eater.
don't fucking agree with him in front of me.
It doesn't even make sense.
I actually like that idea of Lori being the girl in the fog. So do I. I think it fits pretty well.
Like I said,
Hey,
she
why don't
dealt
I
with
up the ante a bit? Hey. Let me up the ante a bit. The fog is her brother.
Dude, shut up. Fuck that.
Well, you know what? Is it any worse than having the fog be the husband
Oh God.
of a clipper ship captain?
Don't fucking go there, dude.
Can we
You
just
had to bring it
not
up, Danner. You had to bring it up.
No. I'm more referencing Halloween 2 and Prom Night because the killers were brothers.
Ew.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that Prom Night with Jamie Lee Curtis had the brother being the killer there too?
Yes. You haven't seen Prom Night? Spoilers, I guess.
Is it bad that I've only seen the remake?
Yes. That's really fucking bad.
I mean,
I have a written review for it on my letterbox. It's fucking terrible. It's one of the worst movies I've seen. That would be called a slasher.
well, I think we should have.
I'm not even a big fan of that original. I'm not. It's not that great. It's decent for what it is, but it's not that great. But the remake is so much worse.
We should have a double feature night then, watching both versions.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
I'd say it's worth it. I bought it.
Yeah, but anyway,
I imagine a Fog sequel set in New York, and it's the ghosts of mobsters who were drowned in the Hudson or something, and they arrive with Tommy guns and brass knuckles curb stomping people.
oh my God, what the fuck? That's like a Ghostbusters idea.
Yeah, sure. All right, Carter, take us away.
Yeah.
We're 2 hours in for a movie that's only an hour and 30 minutes, roughly.
Yep. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and thank you for enjoying Season of the Witch. Unfortunately, it's kind of sad that we had to end it. That Halloween only comes once a year, and same as Season of the Witch, all October long for spooky season. Now,
Unless we have Frightful February, which is almost like a spiritual continuation.
yeah, or continuation, ergo, frightful. But
Appreciate it, Travis. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes.
yeah,
Good to see you again.
Good talking with you.
Yep.
Indeed.
Yes, and with Season 2 coming to an end, I feel kind of bummed out that we couldn't do anything else, though, last week, though. But it's okay. It was totally worth it. Taking a little
Hey, man,
break.
I had to take a break. I'm the one that's writing all these intros.
Yep.
It takes a lot more out of me than you might realize.
Yeah, but so another Season of the Witch done and dusted. Time to take off our conical hats and put our broomsticks away. But then there's one. Shut up. And another thing, and we have to brace ourselves because she's being released from her frozen prison.
Huh?
Nobody cares. Why are you even talking about that?
Shut up. I'm trying to make a point, goddammit.
No, I'm asking you. Why are you talking about that?
It's not even December yet.
December, November, what the fuck ever. Anyway. But anyways, with Season of the Witch wrapped up, and hopefully Season 3 will be better than before, or stronger than before. What I want to ask, what's up on the agenda? Dumpster, day off, anything?
I'm Batman.
Yes, that's right. Tim Burton's Batman.
That's right.
No, just Batman.
Batman.
That's coming up this month of November.
Well, that's next week.
Or next
That's not,
week.
that's not the only thing we're watching.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But yeah, and
Join us next week
go,
for Batman Watch Party.
Yep. And a very big shout out to all those that dropped by in the chat, such as Sergeant Shitty Pickle, Travis Mitchell, and of course, our good friend, Peter Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Also, thank you all for stopping by. And until next time, fellow guest investigators, remember...
No. Shout out.
Oh, shit. Oh, scratch that. Reverse it. Before we go, a very big special shout out to our Patreon supporters. Their names will appear in the post-credit scenes or post-credit outro. And until next time, fellow investigators, it's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare, and the entertainment is out there.
Van Clutter, just what have you unleashed?
You stupid special agent. Do you really think I can be scared of some knife-wielding freak whose mama was probably a snowblower? Ha! I'll show all of you the true power of fear. Hiya! Huh? What the fuck? No, it's impossible. Nothing can withstand my power. Stay back. Master, help me. Please help. Ah!
It's finished then. That vegan teacher is gone.
What about him?
And he's gone. Huh? Oh, the portal has closed too. I guess the gauntlet only summons things temporarily, then it disappears, like a dream. I suppose it makes sense.
It's probably for the best. Someone wielding this much power can be very problematic. Then again, I have a feeling with more 115, the summonings can be permanent. It's something to consider, being that we're up against a demon as powerful as the Overlord.
At the very least, that's one less enemy to fight. And I'd say this experiment wasn't a waste, right?
Yes, that's right. We found those urns shortly before the vegan teacher found us. Caleb, are they still intact?
Yeah, they're fine. And since we're on that subject, Monty, what exactly are these urns holding?
Well, to put it bluntly, those urns hold the souls of Dana and Carter.
I'm Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
I'm Special Agent Carter Sauce.
Special Agent Dr. Richtofen. And until next time, fellow investigators, remember.
The entertainment is out there.
Ready to believe you.